Good everyone, my name is Graphics. In this video, we want to study an aspect of mathematics, which is elementary algebra, where we're looking at indices. Now, if you look at the problem that is displayed on the screen, we are told to simplify 4 multiplied by 2 to the power of n plus 1 minus 2 to the power of n plus 2 all divided by 2 to the power of n plus 1 minus 2 to the power of n. Now, there's a law in indices that says, recall, whenever you have a base, let's say a raised to the power of a power, let's say m plus n, it will give us a to the power of m multiplied by a to the power of what? N. That is one of the law. So when I implement this law to what I have in my problem there, I'll be having 4 multiplied by, instead of me writing 2 to the power of n plus 1, I'll be writing 2 to the power of n multiplied by 2 to the power of 1, just like the law implies. Minus, instead of me writing 2 to the power of n plus 2, I'll be writing 2 to the power of n multiplied by 2 to the power of 2. All divided by, instead of me writing 2 to the power of n plus 1, I am going to be writing 2 to the power of n multiplied by 2 to the power of 1 minus 2 to the power of n. Now I will have to factorize this. Why will I factorize? Because I have some things in common at the both sides of the negative sign. So to give you a better understanding, I'm going to rewrite the numerator out again, right? So if I write the numerator out, I'm going to be having 4 multiplied by 2 to the power of n multiplied by 2 to the power of 1 minus 2 to the power of n multiplied by 2 to the power of 2. Now if you look at the left and the right hand side of the negative sign, discover that we have some things in common. Let's say 2 to the power of n, right? So I'm going to bring it out. So I'll put the rest in a bracket. So I brought it out. Now I'll divide through by what I have brought out of the bracket, which is 2 to the power of n, which I will now be having this. So 2 to the power of n will equate to the power of n in both sides, right? I'll now be left with 4 multiplied by 2 to the power of 1 minus 2 to the power of 2. This is what I'll be having that will be remaining from what I have here. So I'm going to write it here. Similarly, I'm going to do the same thing for the denominator. If I write this out, 2 to the power of 2, 2 to the power of n, multiplied by 2 to the power of 1 minus 2 to the power of n. If I look at the left hand side and right hand side of the negative sign, we see that 2 to the power of n is common to both sides. So I'm going to bring it out. I will extract it from the equation. Here. So I'll be having 2 to the power of n into bracket 2 to the power of n multiplied by 2 to the power of 1 minus 2 to the power of n. Because I've brought this 2 to the power of n out of the bracket sign, I need to divide both sides by it to balance things up. So if I implement it here, discover that 2 to the power of n will equate to the power of n. So I will now be left with 2 to the power of n into bracket 2 to the power of 1 minus what? Minus 1. I will be having there, because 2 to the power of n divided by 2 to the power of n will give us what? 1 here. So if I've done that, this is what I am going to be having here. So I'll put this into this equation here. So what we're having here now, discover that 2 to the power of n at the numerator will divide 2 to the power of n at the denominator. We'll now be left with what? 4 times 2 raised to the power 1 minus 2 raised to the power 2, all divided by 2 minus 1. And we know 4 times 2 is 8 minus 2 raised to the power 2 is 4, all divided by 2 minus 1, right? So 8 minus 4 is 4, all divided by 2 minus 1 is 1. So we'll now be left with what? 4, because any finite number over 1 will give us that finite number. And that finite number here is what? Is 4. So if you have found this video helpful, please don't forget to subscribe, like, and also share the video. Thanks for watching.